All right, will you all please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, can I get a roll call?
Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mr. Logan?
Here.
Ms. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Willett?
Here. So I'd like to start the meeting by opening the budget hearing on the 2021 Town Board budget proposed, preliminary actually. Where are we? Actually, Trish, do you want to just talk a little bit about the budget? Where we are? No?
You want me to just go through the changes from the tentative?
No. All right. All right. So,
Where do we stand just percentage wise and
okay.
as
So,
it matches up against the state cap and that type of thing, I think is.
An overview.
So the total budget is 2.51%.
wait, is that on? And it's not on mute?
Mhm, we're on.
Okay.
That's not.
Let me see that. Sorry.
You want to grab the,
Okay.
perfect.
So the total increase was 2.51%, and we did use 86,000 from our rollover for the cap fund, and so that brings it down to 1.56. So we are within a cap. I'll go to the changes from the tentative. 2020 preliminary budget changes for the revenues. Safety inspection fees increased by 15,000. Ambulance charges increased 13,000. Miscellaneous revenue, other governments decreased 1,875. Fines and forfeited bail increased 18,000, and mortgage tax increased 7,270 for a total increase to revenues of 51,395. For expenses, increase to justice's personal services 42,000 for their full-time line, and a decrease to the part-time line for $15,067. Assessor's personal services increased $1,078. Buildings rec center personal services decreased $3,270. Ambulance personal services increased $16,704. Rec center personal services increased $930. Rec center programs, personal services softball increased $40. Rec center personal services programs sports increased $680. Rec center personal services programs camps increased $1,350. And rec center personal programs, personal services programs youth increased $380. Zoning board personal services increased $46. Planner personal services increased $1,078. Planning board personal services increased $85. MTA taxes increased $147. Retirement increased $4,700. Social Security increased $2,650. Medicare increased $630. Workers' compensation increase of $850. And hospital and medical insurance decreased of $3,616 for a total increase to general fund expenses, $51,395. Net change to the fund balance used is $0.
Do we have any
Any
idea
questions?
what the dollar increase may be to a one-family home assessed at 300,000 or pick a number?
So we do not have that, but, you know, again, the general increase is going to be about 1.56.
So if their taxes, say their taxes were $3,000, the increase would be like $4.50.
How much?
$4.50.
All right, does any other board member have any questions on this budget? Does any member of the public have any questions at this time?
I have people watching, but no questions.
Okay. This is unusual times for us in doing this. We did have a few glitches with the technology, getting it all up and running. What I would like to suggest is we keep the public hearing open till the next meeting, and we can close it at the next meeting. If any questions come in, we can respond.
I actually have somebody trying to join, I'm sorry. Somebody is trying to join right now. The Zoom.
Okay,
You can accept them there and then,
okay, how am I supposed to accept them?
oh, sorry about that. Stand by.
Hold on. Stacy.
I don't see her though. Hello?
She's coming.
Can you see her on that side? Stacy, do you have a question for the town board on budget? Hello? Is there a question for the town board on the town budget, Stacy?
Oh, no, I just thought this was listening in.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
Of
you guys
course.
can address her now, I guess.
Hi, Stacy.
Hello.
All right, so I was just about to recommend to the town board that we hold the public hearing on the budget open till the next meeting. I'd like to do that in the form of a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we now move in onto the regular agenda. Can I get a motion on the reports?
I'll make a motion that we approve the reports for code compliance, code enforcement, and dog control officer for September, as well as the Patterson Rec Center for September. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Make a motion, we approve the supervisor's reports for August 2020. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. And I'll make a motion, we approve the town board meeting minutes of August 26th and September 9th, 2020. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Somebody like to audit the bills?
I'll make a motion
Oh,
to
wait. Did you do
approve
this?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry.
You good?
So I apologize.
That's right. I'll make a motion to approve abstract number 18 dated September 25th, 2020 in the amount of $361,734.46. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Somebody like to do the budget transfer?
I'll do that. This relates to the highway fund to allocate multimodal funds for the Mountain View Guide Rail project to the general repairs contractual account. Increase the multimodal transportation program revenue account, $20,032.50. Increasing the general repairs contractual expense account, $20,032.50. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, first on my agenda is our LoSAP agreement. BFIS took it upon themselves to take our LoSAP agreement, which is actually broken down into two parts, and combine the two into one single cohesive document. They provided me this document actually back in the fall of 2019. We've had some back and forth about the language within the document. I think we've worked everything out. The document has been reviewed by our town attorney. I don't know if our town attorney here tonight has any comments on it.
And then my understanding is it's clarified a lot of things that were a little more confusing in the past. And for that reason, it seems like, might be beneficial to move forward with this.
Thank you, sorry.
You can have my microphone if you want.
It's my understanding that this agreement has clarified a lot of the points that were more confusing in the past.
All right. Does any town board member have any questions on this or comments? Want to take a little more time to review it?
Read it tonight. Looks great.
All right. Then I'd like to make a motion to approve the changes to the VFIS Putnam Lake Patterson Fire Department Defined Benefit Service Award Program Plan Document and authorize the town supervisor to sign any and all agreements with VFIS. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. The second item on my agenda is an amendment to the resolution that we passed about a month ago, hiring a new justice court clerk. It was pointed out by our town controller that when we did that, we did not include the court session stipend within the resolution. So this adds the court session stipend in. So we do have a resolution here. Without objection, I'd like to ask that this resolution be entered into the record as though read and move for its adoption.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mary?
First item on my agenda are the Patterson recreation requests. Mr. Matt Chabaro is looking to purchase some reversible moisture wicking flag football jerseys. So it's nice to see them moving forward on some programs. The lowest bidder was Select Sportswear in the amount of $1,296. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of these football jerseys, 72 of them, in an amount not to exceed more than $1,300. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Also looks like Matt needs to have some tree and branch removal done at the Cornwall ball field. He's taken some quotes and the lowest bidder is Bill Henry Tree Service. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the tree and branch removal at the Cornwall Hill Ball Field in an amount not to exceed more than $1,490. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Another combined request from the Patterson Rec Center involving the Patterson Fire Department. Due to the COVID-19 and the social distancing, the Patterson Fire Department has requested the use of the gym over at the Rec Center on 10/19/2020, 11/2/2020, 12/7/2020, 1/4/2021, 2/1/2021, and 3/1/2021. And the town board would like to waive the fee for $80 per hour for 2 hours so they can hold their meetings and social distance at the same time. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the waive of the fee for the Patterson Fire Department. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The Patterson Fire Department is looking to purchase a new chief's vehicle, paying for it out of the Patterson Truck Fund at a cost not to exceed more than $68,000. The fire department has obtained three quotes, and they'd like to accept the low bidder in the amount not to exceed more than 68,000. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the Patterson Fire Department to make this purchase. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Want me to do Pete's?
Or do you want me to do Pete? Go ahead.
So we had discussed this at a prior meeting. The Putnam Lake Park District is looking to send some of their members to a lake management training. Actually, it's an online training through Rutgers University. We have a request from Laura Russo, who's the chair of that board, asking to approve Ken and Lucinda from the board to attend the online lake management training October 21st through 23rd. So we had discussed, I think originally they wanted more people to go, and I think we had said come back with 2 people. So the early registration fee period has passed, but the regular registration fee is $525 per registrant. So I'll make a motion that we approve 2 members of the Putnam Lake Park Advisory Board to attend this training at a cost not to exceed $1,050 in total. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Charles?
Next, we have a request, a dual request from our code enforcement director that for the purchase of 2020 uniform books. In the past, these books were distributed by the state free of charge. Now with everything else going on, we have to pay for them. Softcover books are available for $833. So I will make a motion that the town board approve the purchase of these books and at the rate of $833. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sorry.
Next, we have a request also from Bob relative to 2 people in his department and hours to be extended. And I think that we will discuss this in executive session, and then we will move on this request after that.
That is fine with me.
Okay.
Mr. Rogan?
And
Okay, last item on the regular portion of the agenda is the Dunning subdivision. Charlie, I think you were still on the board too when we had approved this subdivision on Harmony in 292.
I think so.
Dunning subdivision. So essentially, the Dunning subdivision, we approved a subdivision. That subdivision required certain stormwater and improvements to those to that area prior to the lots being developed. Unfortunately, at the time, it spoke about doing those improvements collectively as part of the subdivision. The Dunnings have now decided they'd like to move forward with developing those lots independent of one another. And so they've submitted a request with the supporting documentation to be able to essentially change the plan to show the stormwater improvements that are necessary for the development of those lots, but doing so independently of one another so that we can approve each lot individually. So they would need to do those improvements prior to building a house. So back in the 2000, when we had originally approved the subdivision, we had required a performance bond. I believe that performance bond was $59,316. And so that bond would not be required as part of this new agreement. So we have a resolution to that effect. I'd like to, without objection, enter that resolution into the record as though read. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, does any other town board member have any other business you wish to bring up at this time?
I have 2 things in our folders as this all makes pump and motor repair.
Yes,
It's,
fortunately, we lost another motor.
wow. And this is with regard to Covington Greens, right?
Correct.
All right, so I will make a motion that the town board approve the quote from All Makes Pump and Motor Repair, Inc., Yorktown Heights, to repair, or is it a repair or a replace, Rich?
Overhaul.
Well,
Overhaul.
it's an overhaul.
Beautiful.
It's a replacement.
Rebuild.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
All right. In the amount of $6,590. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. I have One other thing I'd just like to ask. We have received an email from either a real estater or the owner of the property out in Putnam Lake about putting in a walkway. What do you call it?
Walkway or a dock?
A dock and
Yes, we received an inquiry in putting a floating dock
floating dock. Okay. I'm just
from,
curious.
from the shoreline across the lake and to Willow Island.
Okay. Have we heard anything further from them? I mean,
Well, they're waiting for a response from us as to whether we're going to accept it. I've had some discussions, very brief discussions with individual members of the Park Advisory Board who had questions. But I don't know there's been any sort of substantial conversation with anybody about, what we're going to do with this request. I mean, there's some benefits certainly to having floating dock going from the shoreline out to the island. However, it's essentially giving one individual the right to use Park District property. There's a liability issue.
Sure.
What do we do with the public who is going to be stepping out onto that dock?
Right. How do you control access?
Yeah, and then, putting that dock in across from the shore to the island is literally going to cut off that area where people, canoe and kayak through.
Cut off a navigable portion of the water, of the lake.
Yes.
Do you know, is the applicant the current owner that has had that property for years? Because I know that property was for sale.
It is currently
It
for
is still for
sale, and
sale.
this would be the
Okay.
new owner who is interested in doing this.
Okay.
So do you think we should meet with a couple of reps from the Putnam Lake Advisory?
I certainly intend to reach out to Laura Russo. Hi, Laura.
Laura's online.
Yeah, she is. And have a further conversation with her about, how to proceed with this.
Thank you.
But there have been other pressing matters, so I haven't had a chance to do that.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm good.
Any other questions,
No, sir.
comments? Can I get a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
All in favor?
Hi.
Mhm.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now.
Because there's a.
Does anybody that's online now wish to make any comments to the town board?
No, thanks.
Laura?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Great.
So we are going into executive session.